Hey everyone, Chatty Curator here. I hope you have been well. In this episode of Be Kind Rewind, I want to talk about one of my least expected projects on my resume, if you may. It's called Power and Utility Australia. You might find it a little bit weird. I was like, hang on, wait, what? This company who organized the show was looking for a marketer who would promote a brand new show for the business and business space with a technology theme. And I was like, look, for me, give it a go. I enjoy doing events. Many of my previous work in the cultural industry or festivals or local tourism and small businesses. On paper, it wouldn't work. You have a brand new show that no one knows about. There are some contact or like really small amount of medium-sized players in the industry being part of it. I would not be a good fit to this show. So that's why I went with my instinct. I think one of the key things I was doing is I was actually pulling a lot of evenings to learn about the industry, learn about what the energy sector is about. One of my earlier meetings that with my colleagues were like, do you have any experience in the power industry? It's like, no, not at all. One of the directors, he's this quite serious but fun American man but I can see that he's actually really passionate about the topic. And also there is this gentleman who's in charge of sales, and he is amazing too. So the least I can do is to make sure that I connect all of these dot points together, put together a place and an environment that with showing evidence of what this expo is trying to do, this conference, the topics of the conference, and really just communicating the story. And also, one of the great things is not only we work with different organizations and publications, we also work internally with each other and just really building each other up, sales and marketing. I was very proud of the results that the show had a really great attendance number. Not many people knew it, but that's actually more than what the original database that I had started with. And at the same time, it really built a solid brand. The look and feel really work with people who really just enjoy being part of the show. There's a good, strong ecosystem, a digital ecosystem, if you may, of the paid and organic social. And at the same time, I've actually done it below budget. One of the biggest things that I learned from this particular show is that don't rely on external database, regardless of it is a purchase or is it a partnership one. If you're going for the purchased database, firstly, ethical issues. Like, come on, these people did not actually opt in to your marketing. And there's someone in that space who's in charge of the business to customers event that she was quite insisting on buying database for the context of a show that you were promoting mainly to businesses and organizations. Then it just doesn't make sense, because people do need a longer time to consider. They also need to go through each company's own protocol. Like, when they register interest to attend, they actually need to get it through the bosses and just say, hey, I'm going to this show and I need to take half a day off or something like that. Then you can imagine that the boss will go like, okay, what this show is about, and just Google it a little bit. So that's why you can't just rely on purchasing database or just pay social media, because you need to work on balancing that paid part and the organic part, which you show evidence of what you're doing. And I guess that's the biggest thing that I learned, and I want to share with this video, is that don't rely on a database purchased. And yes, as business owners or small businesses, business to customers or events that you want to promote to customers or to business or whatever it is, ultimately, you are going to receive calls from people who want to sell you database. And that's fine. They're just doing their job. They're just trying to feed their family and pay the bills. That's fine. But if you think about it from your business point of view, is people are going to feel a little bit weird that, if I'm opt into a list of a certain promotion that I never opt into, I've never seen before, that it feels a little bit weird. Now, of course, if I see Facebook ad or LinkedIn ad, I sign into Facebook and LinkedIn, I know that I will be advertised to when I checking out the feed. Ultimately, particularly for small businesses or creative individuals or performers, that it is important to know that yes, you may have a small database to start with, but all of these people are people that knows you and support you. And so I think if I am a small business starting out right now in 2020 during a recession and pandemic, it is important for me to develop the space that people are genuinely connected to me. But let me know what you think. Let me know that if you have experience of, hey, why am I receiving these emails and things like that? And leave a comment and keep on chatting. Well, that's all of the videos, and thank you so much for dropping by. If you're interested in finding out more or working with me, or just see if there's something compatible with your business, head over to www.chattycurator.com. Feel free to drop me a message or set up a meeting. Let's get chatting.